Each object has a dominant color, so each object has a dominant note, so you can compose music with things that you find anywhere. So I really enjoy walking around supermarkets because it's like going to a nightclub for me. You hear so much music in a supermarket, especially the zone with cleaning products. That's the most exciting area of all supermarkets. So this is called supermarket composition number 1, and it's things I found in a specific supermarket. Milk is silent. So a glass of milk, if it has no hue, it's completely silent. It's not only supermarkets, it's also art. I can now listen to a Picasso, and I can listen to an Andy Warhol, because all painters have become composers. So I can literally hear the scream, for example, which is very microtonal. So you can easily distinguish a painter for the sound of the colors. For example, Andy Warhol sounds very, very loud, usually, because he used a lot of saturation in his paintings. So you can usually hear Andy Warhol from the other end of the museum, because it's very loud. Whereas older paintings or drawings like Da Vinci would be very soft, very subtle, so you need to get close to works by Da Vinci because the saturation is a bit lower. And in general, older paintings sound much, much softer, like this melody sounds much, much softer. It's also when I look at people, I can now listen to the sound of the face. So I really enjoy getting close to someone's face and then listening to the sound of the eyes, the lips, the skin, the hair, and then I send them a sound portrait. I send them an MP3 of their face so that they can listen to themselves. One of the first ones I did was of Prince Charles. I asked him if I could listen to his face, and this was his reaction when I asked him. So we all sound different. For example, Judi Dench has silent hair. James Cameron has a very, very high sound pitch of skin, very high frequencies. Steve Wozniak's eyes sound like green apples, very pure, very A, the note A. Moby sounds less than other people because he has no hair, so it's one note less. Macaulay Culkin sounds C major, so it's a major chord. And Bono had very loud glasses here. So we all have a specific sound spectrum. When you wear makeup, you sound very different. So there are ways of putting makeup in a face so that you sound much better. If you want to sound better with makeup, it's better to have a green lipstick, because green lipstick sounds good with the frequency of the skin. And then if you have blue, then you have a major chord. So combination of makeup to make you sound better would be different. What really shocked me is that people who say they're black, they're not black. And people who say they're white, they're not white. People who say they're black, they are actually very, very, very dark orange. And people who say they're white, they're very, very, very light orange. So the fact that people say that humans are black and white is completely false. We are all orange. This is the sound of a face. I can also create rhythms with people's faces, so I call these face concerts, where I start listening to the eyes and then I amplify the sound of the eyes and then the lips and then the hair of the audience, so that the music comes from the colors of the audience. So if the concert sounds really bad, it's their fault, it's not my fault, because the music comes from the faces of the audience. The last face concert I did was of Prince Albert II of Monaco, and he likes the sound of his face so much that he's using it as his ringtone. So whenever someone calls him, he can hear his face.